my friend Patrick. This is Patrick's father's 2005 Hyundai Accent. And Patrick's gonna let me drive this car.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a cute, small little car, I think.
Oh yeah, something.
But,
my grandmother drove it.
Yeah. And pull it all, but gets the job done.
Yeah, 50,000 kilometers on it.
So yeah, this thing only has 50,000 kilometers on it, which is amazing. But this car is not without a few flaws. It's got a couple of problems. You were saying it has a weak battery in it?
Yeah, it's gonna get a battery replaced, and it's got bad lower control arms in the front, and the things that are under the suspension.
Yeah. I was gonna get that stuff sorted out, though. We're gonna take this thing out for a test drive.
Yeah, sounds good.
To see how it is.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, we're gonna start rolling. First impressions, for some reason it kind of sounds like a spaceship to me. Or like something out of a sci-fi movie where it's like that. Alright.
Ooh, easy now.
This thing sounds good. So we're gonna go onto this street, which is pretty straight.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, she sounds good.
Yes, she does.
Yes, first impressions, I like this car. It's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for here? It's kind of like peppy, I think is the word that you use.
I find it's small, but sometimes because it's fairly old and a small car, so there are a few characteristics of it that make it a little bit scary. For starters is, I don't know if you can really see it, but the paper thin A-pillars and the thin dashboard and no side airbags, which make it a bit scary in the event of collision.
Yeah.
It's got two front airbags, but those are pretty much only a formality. It's not the kind of car you want for safety, but it can be fun, and also the gas mileage ain't too bad.
Yeah, I actually once drove an Accent. It was a newer one, but I thought it was really fun. I'm thinking the same thing with this.
Oh yeah. Got about 104 horsepower and does 0 to 100 if you're Canadian, or 0 to 60 if you're American, in just over 10 seconds. So it's not winning any races, but you know.
No, even my crappy Civic, I think, could beat this thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't know. When I'm pushing the gas over, it feels quick though.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a power band. Like, I find it is more so now that the air filter's on it. There is this little tiny power band between 60 and 80 where you kind of get a bit of a punch. Also at the very low end from like 0 to like 30. But, you know, it's not like it's not good if you want to like pass a car and they decide to be a dick and floor it. So, you know, it's not really meant for, like, it can very well drive on the highway, but it's not really intended for it. It's meant to be kind of like a city kind of daily, you know, to work and back kind of car.
Yeah, so it definitely does best, and it'll definitely do that for you.
Yeah, it's definitely not really a family car because, as you might be able to see, the back seat isn't too large, so
it's a little bit cramped.
Yeah, you know, if you only mostly have two front seat passengers, it won't really be a big thing. But if you often have people in your back seat, you know, 2 maybe 3 people, it'll not really be the most comfortable. Ironically, it is more spacious in the back than a 2-door Civic, but yeah, it's
Alright, we're gonna see how it does in terms of handling.
Yeah.
Because we've had it on the straight road for long enough. And
got some windy, twisty roads around my house we're gonna check out.
first, before we do that, we've gotta...
Yeah, even from inside the car you can really hear it. It's not even just the outside, but you know, it's the kind of sound that's it kind of makes people break their necks to look at you.
You should tell them about that story you had with that old lady that you were just telling me a bit ago.
Oh yeah, I was just driving down Lacewood with a couple of my friends, and I decided to just give it a little gas. I probably gave it about 75% throttle, and you know, an old lady was just walking down the road minding her business, and I just happened to give it that throttle, just in front of her, like just beside her, and she went from what she was doing to looking at me and gave me a dirty look. I wasn't really speeding or anything with it. I'm just giving it some juice. Ooh.
Doesn't feel it. Feels pretty good.
Yeah.
It's nice and light and agile around these corners.
Oh yeah.
What I liked about Tyler's mother's Accent in the short time that she had it. It was light. It had good cornering, and it was just plain fun to drive. If you're just looking for like a first car, this is definitely something I would recommend.
Oh yeah, if you're looking at something, or you know, or I'd say this. It all depends. If you just want to strictly be an automatic driver, I would say this would be a good first car. If you want to, let's say, start out on stick, then you know, an older Civic would probably be your best option. Because I don't think this car came in stick, or if it did, they're few and far between. They're not too easy to find. With the old Civics, however, a lot of them are stick shift, so they're, you know, if you want to be a manual driver, they're pretty easy. That's what I'm actually looking for, because I got a Chev Impala. It's an awesome car, but it's, you know, it can be a real money pit, and also you can't get Impalas in stick, so I'm just thinking of getting myself a Civic. It has less power and luxury, but you know, it'll probably last me longer, be a bit more reliable.
Back, we're in a little bit more of a city now. Well, sort of. Not really, but these are some city-like streets, so we're picking up this turn.
Yeah. Going up Hood Street.
It's the hood.
Yeah. Probably don't want to take it by a cop station and rev it.
That's for sure.
Yeah, because they would think that we were driving a sports car when we're not.
No, we're just driving.
Yeah, it's like my Impala, which is a lot quicker than this car, and it does the 0 to 100 in 2 less seconds, so it's pretty quick. And it sounds, because it's so muffled, because like it's geared towards an older audience, like a more of a comfort car kind of thing. So my car, it's powerful, but it's not meant to be loud. So because they put too many mufflers on it at the manufacturer, it kind of sounds like a low-speed vacuum cleaner when it starts up. So it's not, this thing, even though it's way less powerful, sounds better than my Impala.
Yeah, I've actually driven it Impala. It does drive nice.
Yeah, it drives nice, but the sound is not anything to be desired.
Alright, so yeah, we're here in more of like the city area. Yeah, this thing does do alright for the city. Like I said, I like Accents. They're really nice, small little cars. Why do I make it here? I'm going straight. Alright, I'm probably just gonna nap.
Oh yeah.
It's nice and yacht.
Yeah, you're doing like
I don't want to go down. I don't want to go all the way to Barrington Street.
put it in, or
Oh wait, this is a one way.
yeah, we need to.
We need to not be this way. We're gonna go that way. Yeah, we can go that way.
We're done.
Up a one way. Definitely not. Don't think for a second we did.
You might as well not even use your turn signal.
Rev with this.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Mind you, we're like just down the road from the cop station, and we're over here revving. I failed to tell you that. Yeah.
This thing's doing alright down here in more city like there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a red light. There might go.
Yeah, we almost ran the red light, and
But I didn't.